Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Game Pile, playing more Fable The Lost Chapters. In the last episode we went through all our, actual test things, but we're going to be doing the gradings now. So basically, in these two are the most important ones, the melee and the archery, and we basically have to get A star or A plus to get a new sword and bow respectively. The other one just gives us some potions which aren't really all that useful to us. We can get them in other places, but...
Right, this melee combat against Whisper counts.
But yeah, let's get graded and beat Whisper up, pretty much.
Right, let's get Whisper and you in the ring. Same rules as before. I have a special prize for you if you manage an A+.
Right then, so just as we did last time, she's going to be a bit more jumpy, but
all right,
there we go.
You can stop now. That was very impressive. Whisper should be ashamed. A+. That grade means I can award you a new weapon.
Right then, we got our iron katana. Let's go to the incredibly laggy menu. Like, this menu runs at like 500 frames per second, I'm pretty sure. When not recording. When recording, obviously, it's a bit lower because I've got it capped, but it's really weird because it's really jittery, but it's super high frame rate, so I don't know what's going on there. But we'll now go to archery training, and then I can explain the bow we get out of this and why I'm not a huge fan, but I am going to use it for a little bit.
Now, the guildmasters asked me to grade everyone's archery skills. And if you get an A+, you'll receive a special prize. You've got 1 minute, starting when you fire your first shot.
Right then, so we need to get a decent shot off for our first one. So what we're going to do is get to the very back one. That was a miss. Well done, me. That score up there is our best score that we've got, so the one we got last time. But I'm going to try and beat that. Because I'm under the impression that if you beat it, he gives you like a line saying, hey, that's a new high score. Except I say that, but I am doing super terrible at hitting any of the targets. So I think I'm focusing too much on the back target, so much that I'm missing it. But we are doing pretty decent, I'd like to think. Come on. Oh, I'm surprised I hit. My mouse actually stopped moving, that's why I stopped there, but... 20 seconds to... No, that was... The worst thing about this is the front target generally, goes parallel with the rear target sometimes. Which really puts you off from being able to hit anything. Oh my god, I hit the back target with that. That was impressive.
Wow, I ain't never seen any better than that. You got an A+. The guildmaster said if anyone shot brilliant, I could award them this.
Right there, we got a U crossbow, which is nice. It's more damage, which is why we will equip it, but it actually means that it takes longer to reload. Like, if we get it out quickly and we shoot this thing here, you can see it takes super long to reload before we can actually use it again. So I'm not a huge fan, but it does do more damage, so, it just fires less quickly. But let's do some more wield stuff.
You've got 30 seconds once you first cast lightning to hit as many targets as you can. There's a special prize for A+ students,
Right, let's just start with this. Exactly the same method as before. In all of the ones we did, we got well enough that actually went worse than I expected that time, but in all of them we got A star worthy or A+. I keep saying the wrong one, but we got A+ worthy actual, hits on everything, so we shouldn't have any issue, pretty much. Oh, except this time, apparently, because I clicked that just before.
Bloody hell, A+. The guildmaster said to award these items to anyone who excelled at the will test. I still haven't seen anyone perform better.
Right, will potion and a resurrection vial. Not very useful. Resurrection vial is just our extra life, pretty much. And will potion is just, a will potion. It gives us more will. But now we're going to go to over here with Whisper and play in the woods.
The beetle nest is just at the top of the... Wait. Did you hear that? It's coming from over there. Bandits. If only we could get across that stream. I know. Why don't you use your bow? Or some of that lightning the guildmaster taught you? I'll heal you if you get hurt.
Yeah, notice how the reflections were really weird during those cutscenes. Yeah, just look at it again. It looks very, very peculiar. I'm about to shoot Whisper in the face, apparently. I don't want to do that. I want to shoot this dude in the face. I missed. Oh, I wanted to decapitate him. Apparently I didn't hold it, you know. Oh, that's weird. I'm not a huge fan of the bow. This is the reason why. Apparently I'm constantly firing now. Nope, okay. Thank you, game, for fixing... Apparently... There we go! That was beautiful. I wonder if I can do it the same. Oh yeah! Normally that rock's really hard to hit behind.
Did you see the look on their faces? Wait till
No, there
the
was a lot of
guildmaster
blood
hears
on them.
about this.
I like that our expression was like, she was like, oh, let's tell the guildmaster about this. Yeah, I just shot two guys' faces off. Did I see the expression on their face? No, they were covered in blood. I have this thing about rolling through the loading zones at the moment. I don't know why. Right, though, that's all done. We got our new bow, we got our new sword, we've got our will and resurrection vial, will potion and resurrection vial, and we've also killed some bandits, which you'd think the guildmaster would be a bit more concerned about. But we're not going to kill the birds, obviously. We've got 96 gold apparently, so that's quite nice. And we're going to go and advance to our final test now.
The boy mastered the skills quickly, but there was always more to learn. For years the guild was his home, his school and his life. But as time passed, his thoughts returned always to the world outside, the life he had lost, the family that had been torn from him. At last, only the final day of tests remained. Success would mark the end of his training. He would receive the guild seal and be free to forge his own destiny. He would become a hero. Before you graduate, there is one final test you must complete. Enter the guild woods and go to the log at the top of the hill. The test will be revealed to you there. Good luck.
Alright then, on to our final test, which is super easy actually. You thought it would be harder, but no.
I suppose you're wondering how you pass the final test then. It's simple. You must defeat me, using all you've learnt in your years of training. We'll begin with your sword. Hit me, if you can.
I like that we are so up for it. He's like, oh, hit me, and we're like, yeah, take the sword up straight away.
Anger into it.
Okay. Put enough anger that you had to run away.
Attack me.
That's the plan.
Very good. Now, shoot me with your bow. Don't get too close.
This is where the crossbow is a bit of a pain because,
A good
as we
strike.
experienced before, reload times are slower than the longbow, which means we do have to spend longer on this part than I would have preferably liked.
Good. You're quick.
But whatever. One more shot.
Excellent. And finally, cast lightning at me.
And out of all of them, out of all three, this is the
Come
easiest,
on.
because you just do this, except we might run out of will. Potentially. I'm gonna put the bow away.
Anger into it. That's enough. Yes. Quite impressive for a novice. You will find real battles rather more fatal than this. But you have passed your final test. And you're ready to receive your guild seal from the guild master.
Alright, let's get out of here and we can get our guild seal and, as the guild master said, forge our own destinies. So, should be good.
Well, this is the day, lad. I remember the first night you came to us. And look at you now. Maze's faith in you was well placed. Now come along. The graduation ceremony will take place in the Chamber of Fate, the oldest part of the guild. Let the apprentices approach. For many years now you have worked hard to earn yourselves the title of hero. Today, that apprenticeship ends and you go out into the world to do great deeds. Deeds that will bring you the gratitude of thousands, or strike fear into their hearts. These are dark times. The shadows of Albion are stirring, and strange winds are blowing. Your choices, whether they lead you down the path of good or evil, will change the face of the world. Now, take your guild seals and venture forth as heroes. It's time for you to leave us, lad. But you're still very much part of the guild. On the map table, you will find details of any quests the people of Albion wish heroes to perform. And you'll need to return often to focus all your experience into new skills. Only by doing this regularly will you advance as a hero. Step into the light, and I'll show you how to do this.
Rightio then, so we've been given 600 experience, and what I'm going to do is what I said in a previous episode, where I'm going to try and get a lot of money to start off with, and potentially even before we do the Wasp Queen, it might be, I think it would be interesting if we could get like a master weapon before then, which shouldn't actually take that much time. And in order to do that, we have to place all of our experience into Guile.
Guile
hopefully
increases your stealth and improves your
I don't think we can.
skill.
Nope, we have to get 900 accuracy
There's
to do
little
that.
else for me to teach you,
Not accuracy,
but I will
skill.
always be around to offer you guidance. And your guild seal will allow me to communicate with you at all times. You will also notice it flashing when you have enough experience to spend. I have given you a basic pack of supplies. It'll be enough for a while. Now there's a whole world for you to explore.
Right then, so we got a few things, and what I'm going to do very first in this time is, we'll actually see in a second, I'm going to go straight out here, because I've got a plan, and it was very good. During that entire like ceremony thing, I'm very glad I muted my microphone, because a helicopter came over my house, which was very, very frustrating. I could barely hear the thing myself. Now, what I want to check is this statue.
Got you where you stand.
Is it not pointing anywhere in particular? Right, fine. We will wait a second, but first what we're going to do is get this silver key. Very important thing in the game. Silver keys, we need 5 of them to open our first chest, potentially. But this is the most important thing that we have right now. So I think normally I can go get the demon door first, and then this come into effect. But what we're going to do quickly is we will just get rid of this bully, who I mentioned in the first episode is, you know, same bully.
Ah, you're as bad as that stinking beggar. I'm out of here.
Ha ha ha! Funniest thing I've seen in years. You've earned my thanks, hero. I'm sure you'll make many friends in your travels. Perhaps we'll meet again, hero.
Right, and there we go. That was just a little thing that gets done, but just checking this thing again. you may be able to notice why I'm constantly checking this thing. I'm just going to keep it very still. I'm not touching the mouse or the key or anything at all. Just pay attention to the statue and you may see what's going on here ever so slightly and why I keep tabbing to see what direction it's pointing in. Because the statue is pointing at Greatwood, which is our cue to travel to Greatwood so that we can get something very, very special out of it. And then we'll probably end off for today because when the statue is pointing at Greatwood, which it slowly moves around in a circle, this chest here will then appear out of pretty much nowhere. Like it's not there if it's not pointing at the thing, which will give us a piercing augmentation, which we can do one of two things with. One or three things technically. One, we can keep it. Two, we can, you know... Actually, let's trigger this guy. See what's going on. Get out. I want to talk to this guy. One, we can trade it. Two, we can keep it. And three, we can put it on a weapon. This guy is probably a barber. Yep. It's fine. Let's get some experience. But basically, we are most likely going to sell it. Because if I remember correctly, we can actually sell it for 1,500 gold. Which is a pretty decent starter cash stack. So, yeah, probably a good idea. So what I'm going to quickly do is we want to go before the end of the episode. We want to quickly just go here. I just also want to check how much money we have. We have still 96. We want to go to the guild shop and buy some health and will potions. Health mostly, I think, because they're in high stock most of the time.
You're sure to find something to suit you.
So as you can see, actually in this case, well, if we go down here, this cost is red. If we go here, the cost is green. If it's red, it is higher than the base price. I think it's supposed to be the base price of 500 in this case, and he's selling for 953. In these cases, they sell for 70 and 80 respectively, and he's selling for 33 and 66. So what we can do, what we can do is sell like our piercing augmentation here, or another item, in fact, like this blueberry pie, or just a health potion. Actually, if we even sell our health potion, sell our, sell one of our resurrection vials maybe, make a tiny bit of starter money, we can buy the potions, we can buy 19, and then what we should be able to do is sell those back. Actually, we make a loss there. But what we should be able to do, I'm hoping, is go to Bowerstone South, and we should, I'm thinking, be able to sell, oh god, that didn't work that time. We should be able to sell these for, like, a decent profit. We might need Guile 2, but I think having Guile 1 does work. If not, we're just going to have to quickly kill some enemies and stuff to get Guile, or we could just do the Wasp Queen thing, but I just want to quickly check this before we end off this video. If we need Guile 2 for this to work, I'll do the Wasp Queen and get Guile 2. If not, I wanted to see if I can get a really cool weapon for the Wasp Queen and kill it in like 1 or 2 hits. I think that'd be really cool.
Oi! You're new here, aren't you? We have some rules round here that you need to know about. Bowerstone is a peaceful town. I'll have to confiscate your weapons for now. There are shops, inns, lots of different people, games, all kinds of things. Why not pay the tavern a visit first? It's the building in front of you, just up the road from here. Oh, and keep an eye open for Lady Grey. Treat her with respect. She is the mayor, after all. Have a look around and enjoy your stay in Bowerstone.
Looking to make a purchase?
Righty then, so this is the guy over here we need to talk to see if this will work.
Find something to suit you.
So what we should be able to do is sell these for profit, which will make us 1,000, and then buy these again, those, and then if these sell for profit, this works. Okay, it's only 1 profit, so this definitely isn't worth it at our stage right now, I'm thinking. Unless... Nope, making 2 profit. But as you can see, we're slowly, you know, making a tiny bit of profit, and there's 4 more. It's better if it go out of stock, to be fair. But you can see we're slowly, ever so slowly making some money. So what I am going to do is I'm going to hold off on the money side of these things first. In the next episode, we'll go do some buying of... I'll keep hold of these as well. Quickly, I'll just do 1 more, just so we can do that. But we will buy these potions. I like to keep them... Actually, no, that's a lie. I am going to do it until I can get all 25. Because I want him to be able to restock effectively. So there's all 25. We have no money now. But basically what I'm going to do is we'll end off now. We'll go do the Wasp Queen thing next, and then after that we can hopefully get Guile 2. We'll make this super easy. We also get skill experience for trading, which is also good. So yeah, but that's going to be it for this episode, and I'll see you in the next one.